What's going on, everyone? SiNxRealize, aka SiNx, aka the thing you wash your hands in, and we finally have some news on the new Pokemon games. So this morning we had the the Pokemon Direct, Nintendo Direct. It's all the same, but we had a Pokemon Direct. It was 7 minutes long, and we got some news. We got some news coverage here, folks. We can finally start getting hyped about a brand new game coming later in 2019. So if you guys are hyped for these new games, definitely go smash that like button down below. If you guys are new here, hit the subscribe button and the bell so notified whenever a video goes up. I will be covering all the news that Pokemon does put out. If you guys don't know what I do here for news, I don't like to cover leaks. I don't like to cover rumors. I think all those are just hot garbage. I go right to the facts, which is whenever like a new trailer comes out, for example, or Pokemon puts out some news, just correlating with it. Yeah, that's pretty much about it. So this is the first thing that we will be covering for new games called Pokemon Shield and Pokemon Sword, and Pokemon Shield. Those are the new Gen 8 games. So just so that way I don't get dinged with being hit by a lot of things, we're just going to be scrolling through. So literally the first thing I click, you can see that there's a gym right there. The gym looks actually really clean. It's not just like a normal standalone building. It actually looks like a stadium, which I already like about it. We're just one sec. I think we ended up missing what the trainers look like. Sorry guys, here, give me a quick sec. Just want to quickly set everything here, and let's oh, not 1.5, 0.5. There we go. Just so that way we can mute. There we go. Just so that way we can actually take a look at this. So already the new trainers actually look pretty good. I also like the fact that we have like a proper bag, not just like a backpack that somehow has everything in it. We have like a giant case for our backpack, meaning that it's we'll actually be able to fit everything in there, not just unrealistically. Like right now they both look like really clean. I really fuck with the style currently, pardon my French. Like even like just overall I really like the look of it. So obviously this will probably be our house. We're probably on like, and of course a small town. And just from right here you could tell that, as the rumors were saying and how people were speculating, it is correct. It is going to be based out in the UK. So if there's anyone here from the UK, hope you guys are hyped for that. Let's see. And then there's, I guess, what the new gyms look like. There's a new like little gym icon, which honestly I really like that. I really do like the look of it. And then we get into the little grass area here. It's really weird. I'm not sure if it's just like when you're in the grass you just start creeping along like that, or if you can just creep along for specific reasons. I'm not 100% sure, but the way it actually goes into the battle here now, it's actually not bad. Not bad either. I actually really like it. I like the fact that we actually have wild battles now instead of just the throw a Pokeball, catch it, call it a day. And also one thing I like, if you guys weren't able to notice earlier, just from this, really, you could tell that you won't be able to have the Pokemon follow you anymore, possibly, which is super unfortunate because that was something that a lot of people really hoped that stayed in. I'm personally really glad that they got rid of the overworld sprites, or sorry, not like the overworld sprites, but like the wild encounter overworld sprites. Like in Let's Go, the Pokemon would just spawn into the wild like that. I personally prefer the random encounter way. It's just always been my preference because I've grown up with it, and it's just what I'm used to out of a Pokemon game. But the fact that they actually brought back the wild battling makes it a lot better. I guess we could just play a little bit, and then of course there's a throw animation. Obviously it doesn't really show exactly how the throwing will work, whether it's just with whether you have to like go to your bag, go to the Pokeball and just hit A, or if they actually force you to throw it. We obviously don't know that because it didn't really show anything about the menu. That's something that we are going to have to keep a little eye out on. And then up here, so as you can see, there are previous gen Pokemon, so it's not going to be all brand new Pokemon. It's not going to be like Pokemon Black and White, where it was a completely new generation. There's no older Pokemon, because so far we've seen a Minccino. I think it's Minccino. Yeah, Minccino, Wishiwashi, and Pikachu so far. So it's just showing all the different areas that you can catch a Pokemon, which I really like. So there's the forest. There's a little sandy area. There was nearby water. There was I guess in a snowy area. It seems like that they are keeping the same relative catching mechanic or catching visuals as Let's Go, and I guess Ultra Sun Ultra Moon had the same sort of thing. It just does that. It shows a little Pokeball thing saying that it was caught. So then I guess also the way that it actually goes into a battle is actually really nice. It didn't show us any text of like before we battle the trainer, but I assume like any other game, there will be some sort of dialogue that the trainer that you're fighting says before you hop into the battle, but they probably just skipped it. And that goes into the battle just like this, which honestly I'm really stoked about. I am so down for that. But as you can see, there's like Grubbins. Pretty sure, like, I don't want to keep scrolling along, but there's like Braviary, there's Flygon. And then this is something that actually caught my eye while I was watching the live stream. This might be up before my live reaction goes up. I'm not 100% sure. Depends on how long it takes to get that edited. Because it's just going to be like a highlight video, sort of. But this right here, this makes me a little bit curious on what the storyline is going to be like. Because if you take a look, these down here look like they could be either Pokemon or they could be people. And this big thing here, I'm speculating is going to be the legendary of the game. Obviously we know nothing about the legendary quite yet, but if you guys take a look at the logo of the games, we could probably speculate what they are from there, and we will be seeing that later on. So it looks like it could be fire or electric. It could very well be a Zeraora, who knows? Because like there's a little bit of electric there, sorta. It kind of looks like it would be an electric type possibly, but honestly, who knows? But this right here was actually really interesting. I really like this. It looks, they made it very similar to a soccer/football game. I'm not sure if this is if you come out like this for each gym leader battle, or if this is for online, or if there's like, someone ended up mentioning in my Twitch chat before, possibly bringing back the world tournament thing from Black to White 2, where you fight all the previous gym leaders. So this could be a possibility for that. But the fact that we have a little get up there makes it interesting. And what I noticed, sorry, I'm just gonna scooch on back here. If you take a look at his shoulder there, it's this exact same logo as the gyms. So this could either very well be, as I said, for gym battles, or for the Elite Four possibly. You have to wear the little outfit. We obviously don't know anything. Hopefully we could change our style, because honestly I don't want to be rocking the white all the time. And then I believe up here is where we actually get into all the good stuff. I'm just going to be scrolling along here. As you can see here, there is a new Pokemon. and it's running up with fire, so obviously it is a fire type. Jumps down. It is the boy. It is the very first starter that we are getting for the new games. Obviously fire type. Looks like he'll be really fast. So I'm just gonna scooch on ahead. And then when it starts showing off the water type here, if you can notice just from right here that it has some sort of possibly camouflaging ability. I'm not sure if it would be a hidden ability or if it'll just have its regular torrent ability, and the hidden ability is like something like camouflage. Who knows? So that is a possibility. I've already been hearing some people speculating that this could very well be a water ghost type in its final evolution. So that could as well be a possibility. But I'm really thinking possibly a camouflage. So now we have that little cute boy. Like all these starters actually look really cute. And then we have, I'm gonna scroll along. And then we have our grass starter here as well. I don't remember all the names off the top of my head, but it will show it later on, and then we'll talk about them a little bit more. This is obviously the grass starter. We didn't really see it earlier. Will we see it here? No, we didn't see it here. But he was essentially hitting the stick that was in his head off of a little rock. So yeah. And here's the logos that were dropped: Pokemon Shield, Pokemon Sword. Obviously in my head, I'm thinking that the image that we showed earlier from like the mountainside or whatever of that legendary Pokemon, possibly, I'm thinking it's probably these two, because like they seem really similar. It could very well be like a Latias sort of thing where it's just a different color, or they could have just like the one typing difference, like one's a fire type, one's a water type, or it could very well be new typings. Who knows? None of us know anything. But I'm really thinking, for some reason in my head, when I think Sword and Shield, and these images of wolves, I instantly think of Lucario. So Lucario could be a descendant possibly of these mons. Who knows? I'm probably just reaching right now, but you know what? We're of course just giving it a shot here. Once again, a quick look at the logos. Honestly, I really like the look of them. We could have some sort of like speculations, like just based on the logos here, possibly for Pokemon Shield, just like how in like most of the games I've noticed they like to swap the legendaries around, so we'd be getting the blue one in Shield, the red one in Sword. I'm thinking the red legendary there, he could very well just be very defensive, and then the other one can be an offensive side of him, because that could be a possibility. So the sword legendary could be fast, heavy hitting, offensive, and then the one for Shield could be super bulky, high HP, high defenses, low speed. So all these things could very well be a possibility. Of course, we don't have too much information on everything right now, so we're just going to skip through here. And then we are given the gallery region, which essentially confirms that it is based on the UK, just because of the way that's laid out. It's all vertical, just like it does look also similar to the UK, so that's pretty much a dead giveaway there. So we have the gallery region that kind of just scrolls up through it. This right here is probably like one of the main areas possibly. And then if we take a look up here real quick, it looks like there could be a possible king and queen sort of situation, because there is this big building and it has a crown on it. It could be where the possible evil villains of the game are, or as I mentioned, it could be a king queen sort of situation. We gotta save a damsel in distress. Who knows? But I'm thinking all of these sort of buildings here, the ones that are like super ovally, are gyms. So like this one, that one, that one, that one. I think you guys get the gist. There's probably one down here as well, but I don't really feel like looking too hard. And then I'm thinking up here, actually, I'm trying to think, possibly this here could possibly be Elite Four, or this could just be like a Battle Frontier sort of situation. But I'm really thinking this big building is the Elite Four, and then we have all the side buildings for post game. Because it seems like we would have to go up through the snowy path anyways. Probably as the Victory Road, I'm guessing. And then just look at this. Doesn't look bad. Game overall doesn't look bad. And there's that Pokemon Gym logo, as I mentioned earlier. It's only been showing off the grass gym from what I've seen as well. Then we have our 3 starters as well. We're just gonna go here where it shows all 3. So the grass one is Grookey, fire is Scorbunny, Sobble is water. My typing speculations is I could see Grookey being a grass ground type again, just like how we have Torterra. Scorbunny I could see is either fire fighting or fire electric. I'm only thinking electric based on the yellow that's on him. But that could very well be wrong. Scorbunny looks like he could be based off of like a soccer player. So it could of course be the firefighting, which we've had like 3 already. This would be the 4th. So that'd be no surprise if Game Freak decides to do their thing. Sobble could very well turn into a ghost type, as I mentioned, or it could just be a straight up water type. Who knows? Honestly, I can't think of a secondary typing that the Sobble evolution line could be obviously right now, because we don't really have much information on them. But I can see Grookey being a bit more on the bulky side, being a bit slower than everyone else. Scorbunny looks like he'd be a fast physical attacker, possibly mixed. But I feel like he'll have like some sort of ability that makes his kicking boost increase. So like they could give us like a fire kick, thunder kick, ice kick, mega kick, obviously, high jump kick. Oh god, this thing is going to be a fighting type. Whatever. Either way. And then Sobble, as I said, could turn into a ghost type possibly, or it could just have the camouflage ability. It does look really interesting. I am intrigued to see what all these starters will turn into. Let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think the typings are for these mods, and which one you guys will be picking as your starter. For me personally, I'm thinking Scorbunny. I'd go either Scorbunny or Grookey. Those two appeal to me the most. This is one time actually the water type isn't actually catching my eye right away. Because like I picked Popplio for the last one. A lot of my favorite starters from each generation are water, or I think grass for the most part. I don't think I really pick fire often. Like I don't pick Charmander. I don't pick Cyndaquil. I think I picked no, I didn't even pick Torchic when I first played. But yeah, we got all those. I think that was really about it. Yeah. So of course it says that's releasing worldwide in late 2019. So obviously you can assume that it's probably going to be in November, like it has been every single year, because that seems to be their consistent release schedule. Is everything's out by November of X year, so 2019 for this. One thing that actually has me really excited is the fact that is because Draft League battles on Let's Go suck, as people who do them know. I haven't, luckily. As you can tell, I've been doing all of mine on Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, because those give us the most amount of Pokemon. And it seems like based on what Sword and Shield are going with, we will be able to get every single Pokemon from previous gens. Not sure how they're going to manage that, like if we're going to be able to transfer from Pokemon Bank to a new Pokemon Bank, possibly. Who knows? Maybe they'll allow us to connect our 3DS to Shield, and then we're able to transfer Pokemon that way, just like how the Poké Transfer worked for Black White, Black 2, White 2. But it seems like Draft League would also be coming to Sword and Shield. I'm really curious on how on what all the new Pokemon are, their abilities, and how the VGC format would also be taking into consideration for this. But that's gonna be it for me today. If you guys are excited for the new games, smash the like button down below. If you guys are new here, hit the subscribe button and the bell so you know whenever a video goes up, because I will be covering all news related to the new Pokemon games. And that's it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.